lot about unhealthy behaviors that Americans have.
We're not eating right, we're not exercising enough, blah, 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 blah. We know it.
All the time.
New survey shows 71% of us think we're doing quite fine. Very much.
We're feeling good.
We're confident.
So overall health, how's your overall health? 71% say good or excellent.
Yeah.
How about that? If you surveyed me, I also think I have a full head of hair.
I was surprised that 71% said they felt their health was good or excellent. I
Good
thought
or
that
great.
number was really high.
I was not expecting that from you, by
Because
the
here's
way.
the thing, they also, when you talk about health, it's more than just, okay, how am I feeling right now? They're asking about your work environment, they're asking about your sleep, how much you exercise, your access to healthcare, even the political climate or the environmental climate that you're living in, which, because all of those things, when you think about, really do impact our health.
Right.
And even with all of that, there's still, almost 3/4 of us are saying just A-okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the research was talking about incomes too, as well. Like lower than 50,000. People didn't feel it's because they didn't feel like they had the access to some things, and then over $100,000, people were
Pretty
correct.
significant difference, Riley,
It is.
right? Under the lower income, income less than $50,000, 60% are in that good or great category.
Right.
Over 100,000, 81%.
Right.
But I think this goes to
seen this.
everything, right? You're like, if you have a secure income, you're sleeping better, you have less stress, you can get into the doctor when you need to.
You're not concerned about childcare, maybe.
Just all of those
And you
things.
just
Well, and I think
really
you have
have much more
access to
access
more
to
things.
healthcare.
Yeah, you have access to more things too. And not to say, that I have several friends though that are well off. I will
Yeah.
say well off, and they do worry a lot about things. But I think they also buy more.
Yeah.
So they're in debt more. So they're actually financially concerned. And one of my best friends from college says that he has a lot of sleepless nights just because of that. Now that's just that's
Yeah.
a rare case maybe, but
Well,
still.
that was interesting because behind physical health, that was being the #1 place where we can improve. Our financial stability was the #2 spot that people said that they could improve where their health is, followed by mental health, which of course in younger people, we've been talking about that a lot more. In younger people, that's become more of something to talk about and been more of a priority.
Allie, don't you think it's interesting that I think often we focus on health as like obesity or blood pressure, but really this is saying, hey, we have to look at a more holistic picture.
Well, I think it speaks to just like when you go in for an annual physical, like what are they looking at? They're looking at the whole picture of your body health, but really this speaks to an entire group when it comes to like how are you doing outside of
Right.
exercising?
Right.
How are you doing in your home? How are you doing at work? And the reality is that if you are happy in those three maybe different places, you're going to feel better about your health.
Yeah.
And that's really true. If you think about it, when you go get a physical, that's a lot of what the doctor asks. Like, how
that
are you
other
at home?
stuff.
How are your relationship doing? Are you getting enough sleep? You have kids. It's everything.
All right.